All right, y'all. We are live on this rainy Wednesday. I apologize for all the technical difficulties I've been having here. I was really trying to go live and I kept running into issues here. So we will be live momentarily. We have a lot of things to talk about today. That's right, everybody. If we can get this stream up to 3,000 likes during the stream, I will give away point 0.1 BTC. Point 0.1 BTC live on this stream. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. We only have 114 people in here, so y'all better get your friends, get your kids, get your wife. Come on, like the video. Hey, shout out to Ed. What's going on, brother? Shout out to Jagged Mountain and Moonwolf. Shalom, Leon. Mashlomcha. I love the smell of Ethereum in the morning, says Pope Kelly Paul. Yeah, it smells pretty good, you know. Yeah, guys, we're going to be talking about Link, Polkadot, Litecoin, Binance Coin, all these coins that are pumping. They're pumping. All right, y'all, we are officially live. Now that it's official, it is official. May the Lord bless each one of you in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. I do pray that all of you are well and blessed, not just financially, but in many ways. And we do have a lot of things to talk about today in this analysis video. First of all, want to talk about the coins that are pumping. Want to talk about the new Market Cipher indicator. Want to start off with Ethereum, guys, because Ethereum is, in my opinion, it's out of control. It's out of control. It is completely out of control. And I know a lot of you in the chat here are talking about the potential diamond pattern that is forming on Ethereum. If we go to the 1 hour time frame and we zoom out, we can see that potentially we are forming this diamond pattern right here. And if this diamond pattern does break out, then here's what we could see potentially. We could see an Ethereum price of about 37.46 and 5 cents. And here's the thing, guys. I think it's important to say that when we're looking at these types of patterns that we find confluence with other areas of support and resistance. So we can see that these are the fib extensions that I have for Ethereum, and these levels have been respected very, very much so, right? We found perfect support here. Even though we're forming this diamond pattern, we were unable to wick below this fib extension of 3,206 and 85 cents. We found a perfect resistance that got flipped into support right here. at 2,921. Then again, we have this perfect resistance that got flipped into support at 2,724. And I want to pull out the fib extension and just see if we can find any kind of confluence with this level up here. So I'm going to go ahead to my trend-based fib extension. I'm going to go ahead and pull this from a swing low to a swing high. And I'm going to come back in time a little bit here. I'm going to go quite far back in time, actually, guys. I'm going to pull it from down here. Actually, let me go to the 1 day real quick, just so I can see more price action in a small place. Because I've been pulling it from here up to here and then down to here to get these targets. And so the first thing I notice is I don't really see any fib level, but that's okay. It's actually halfway to another fib level, and there are levels in between these levels. Let me see what's up. If I double click this, we can sometimes look at that. Actually, if we put on the 1.414, it actually goes up there almost perfectly if we are to break up from there. And Ethereum has been very, very bullish. It has not been respecting the need to retrace, and when it does have retracements, it kind of just trades sideways. This thing is just out of control, and it's very possible that we could break up here, break out of this resistance, this Fibonacci level resistance, the 1.272, which also just so happens to be the $3,561.30 mark. And then we continue up and touch this intermediate fib level right here. I have this level marked out at about $3,727, but in this general zone. It would be very interesting to see if we actually do break out and form some kind of resistance or consolidation period right here before moving to the upside. But we also do have to keep in mind that diamond patterns can break down. They can also break down, and so let us take a look at that potential as well. Go back to the 1 hour. Let's zoom in, and we would take from this to this, and I guess we would kind of have to shift it like that, which, interestingly enough, would bring us down to about this fib extension here, which would give us support at about $2,925. Now, last night in the Discord, I did post, I was just doing a little TA, nothing too serious. At Ethereum, I was kind of looking at some possibilities here. And, it's very interesting that if the diamond pattern does break down, we would see the price come back and test what I think is a very significant level right here. It's a fib extension. It's this fib extension below the one we're at right now at $2,926.05, but it would also give us a retest of this trend line, which we had been respecting as resistance for quite some time, since March, actually since February. We've been respecting this this trend line since February as resistance. We wicked up into it at the end of February, and then we were wicking up into it in April, and here we are in May with this massive breakout of this trend line. And if we do break down from our diamond pattern, where are we? Yeah, if we do break down from the diamond pattern, we will hit this trend line right here and this fib extension, which is kind of acting as our support. Let me go to a very high time frame right here. Whoa, Charlie. Slow down there, buddy. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. We were kind of respecting this trend line back here in February. We broke out of it, right? Let me just kind of fix this right here. And so if we do, and this is kind of weird on the 3-day. Let me go to the 1-day. But yeah, like here's the thing, guys. If we come back down and we test, you know, these fib levels down here, the diamond pattern breakout will also test the breakout site. Yeah, let's move it like that. We would also be testing this breakout site, right? If we come down like this, wick through, and then get a bounce off of there. Just something I was potentially looking at last night, and you know, a lot of times, and this right here, what I'm looking at here, this is the 2-day time frame, and so it would take some time to play out potentially, but it is important to notice on Ethereum, we do have, if we go to the 2-day time frame, I'm not trying to spread any kind of FUD here in any way possible, but it is true that we do have on these higher time frames, we have the bearish divergence that is starting to form, right? We've got the price printing higher highs, the momentum printing lower highs. If we do indeed confirm, of course we've been printing divergences this whole entire time, right, guys? But if we confirm this divergence, we very well might see a retest of this breakout area, which would give us a good opportunity to enter a long. Now, I'm not saying that's the only opportunity that we have to enter a long position. In the medium time, you know, just keep an eye on this diamond pattern, I would say, because really, guys, here's the thing. If we are able to, right now, these horizontal levels are acting as, you know, our supports and our resistances, because we can just look back and see historically that they are respected, right? These fib extension levels, there's no doubt nobody would look at the evidence and say that these levels are not respected unless they were trying to twist the evidence to fit their own agenda, right? Nobody would ever do that, though, in real life. Nobody would ever twist data in order to fit their agenda. Black coffee, y'all. I love black coffee. Love black coffee. Love it. So, yeah, these levels are respected. So right now, you know, if we break below this 3,209 mark and we're able to actually close below this with conviction, then I say that, yeah, we really could come down and retest that breakout site. That would be great for a long position, because Ethereum is on fire right now. But if we break out of this diamond pattern, you know, a great place to, if you're going to long that breakout. Now remember, if we're longing breakouts, it's very important that we look at Market Cipher to make sure it's not a fake out. I talk about this in the course, guys. In the course right here, there is a section on common trading patterns, the breakout strategy, how you can use Market Cipher to basically know. Yeah, I go through it in the video, Market Cipher Confluence, how we can use Market Cipher to know that the pattern is actually going to break out and not just be a fake out. So if we see that we're breaking out of this diamond pattern that we're kind of forming right here, then, you know, we'll look at Market Cipher. A great target, the first intermediary target would be this fib extension level, because obviously we know this is our next resistance. And then if we surpass that, then we can take, you know, we can do the where we take from the pole or whatever this thing is to the tip of the diamond, and then just move that up here, and, you know, we get about 3764. I'm so used to Bitcoin language where everything's in thousands, you know what I'm saying? And again, this is a as we just saw, if we go back to the daily time frame, if we zoom out, if we take our fib extension level from the swing low here to the swing high up here, back down to the swing low here, that actually is the target of that diamond, is actually an intermediary fib extension level right here. So I would be targeting the 1.414. Now, guys, currently, okay, I am actually long on Ethereum already, okay? I'm long on Ethereum already. I'm long on Ripple. I'm long on BTC, and I'm long on Ethereum. The XRP, guys, the XRP trade is doing quite well. It's doing quite well. I'm quite happy about it. I yesterday had a little struggle. Let me tell you guys about my Ripple struggle, right? It sent ripples through my emotions. But I was setting up this XRP trade yesterday morning because I saw, guys, that we were forming a strong support right here at a high volume node, and we're getting a bounce off of that support. It looked like we were about to print this coveted 4-hour green dot right here with a clear direction on Market Cipher B. We just got the money flow crossover, and I'm like, yep, I'm gonna long this bounce. I went long right here, put my stop loss below this support, thinking, we're holding the support well. Set my take profits. Guess what, guys? I got stopped out of this trade. And took the loss. And you know what? Shout out to T.Y. Houston, who intermittent fasts. That's the way to do it. I'm all about intermittent fasting. And yes, you can go through the course more than once, guys. Absolutely. Once you sign up at jasoncaspertrading.com, you have access forever to the course. You can watch the videos as many times as you want, and all the course materials are underneath the videos, all the pictures, everything. It's all under here. Yeah, so check it out. jasoncaspertrading.com. Let me drop a 10% discount code in the chat. There's a $5 coupon code in the chat, in the description of the video. But because I love you all so much, all 516 of you, I'm going to drop a 10% discount here. And let me see. Here we go. Yeah, it's Jason Casper is cool. And you might have to type it in by hand. But I'll drop it in here. Jason Casper is cool. The actual URL to the course is in here, jasoncaspertrading.com. Okay. And the code, the 10% discount is Jason Casper is cool. Okay. Now, anyway, that was my plan. That was my plan for trading Ripple. I got stopped out. Took the loss. Very, very emotional time for me, guys. I was on the road, and when I got stopped out, I was actually at a truck stop taking a pee at the urinal. I looked down at my phone, because that's what everyone does nowadays at the urinal. Ladies, I know you don't understand. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. You go up to the urinal, right? You find the one that is the most isolated, far away from the most people, preferably one side of the urinal. There's a wall there, and the other side there's the divider. First thing you do after you take out your fib, I'm sorry, what am I talking about? You whip out your fib, you whip out your phone, you take a look at your charts. That's what you do. That is just what you do. And I saw, man, I am stopped out of this trade, and so I came here. I posted on the Discord crying, that I was stopped out. Still bullish. Back in XRP, I got in again, and it turned out to be a good move. This is the new trade setup here, and then we hit our first take profit, heading to our second take profit. Yeah, the XRP is doing pretty good, guys. I'm a big fan of it. How did I start talking about XRP anyway? Oh, right, because I'm in the trade. I'm in the trade right now, up 120%. Already did take some profits out of this trade here because, we hit take profit 1. I'm letting the rest ride. I was very angry at XRP for a long time, refused to trade it for many months, but now I am officially back in it. I don't want to miss those pumps anymore. I do not want to miss those pumps anymore. So as far as Ethereum goes, yeah, I'm currently long on Ethereum, so I'm not really looking for an entry per se. But if I had to add to my position, assuming that the uptrend continues, preferably I like to wait for a pullback. I like to wait for a pullback. I missed my opportunity to add to this position here. Oh, and just so everyone knows, the Ethereum trade I was in, where I was up like 200 something percent, I took all the profit out of that trade, and I started a new long on Ethereum, which is currently the one that you just saw. But it's important to note, guys, we're forming the red dot in the daily. We're forming the red dot in the daily, and this entire leg up, okay, this entire leg up has been a green dot on the daily. Now, when we form the red diddly doots on the daily, it's not uncommon for us to have a retracement like this. So, again, keep your eyes out for the retracement back down to this fib level right here, the breakout of the trend line, you know, the breakout side of the trend line, and also this fib level. This would be such a nice retracement, and it, just hypothetically speaking, if we pull out our fib and we go from the swing low to the swing high, that would be such a nice retracement, guys, of right to the 382 level. Right to the 382 level. Okay, so let's take a quick look at Bitcoin, and then I want to go into the alts that are pumping. So here we go. Here's the Bitcoin price. I have a lot of lines on this sloppy chart, so let me clear some of this stuff up for you, because yes, I don't want to be confusing here. So I'm going to remove some of the high volume areas. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. So right now, it's pretty obvious as far as the Bitcoin goes that we've been trading generally, between these two lines of support and resistance. And I say that we could probably draw a line down here at about 53, because that's where we kind of keep coming down to, right? We came down there on April 28th. Then we came down there again yesterday to that level. And so, you know, you could draw also a line of support and resistance right here. I'm going to go ahead and make this line a different color. About $53,000. I'm going to go ahead and make this, instead of hot pink, just so I know that it's, I'll go ahead and make it green. I like to use the green, so I know that it's not a daily or a weekly level. But really, you know, until we are able to really lose this $54,000 level, and let me get to a normal time frame here, the daily time frame. This is better. I'd say now, until we're able to lose this $53,000 level, or break out above this $59,000 level, then we should just be trading this like it is a range. And actually, let me quickly turn on the volume indicator here. You know, if we're just looking at this as a range, you know, we can see that this is our high of the value area of the volume indicator, and then this down here would be our low. So technically, if we're just looking at the price action in this general area, you know, we're really looking at longing these support levels. If we come down to 51.6, long. If we come down to 53, go long. Even 54, look to go long. And if we come up to this high, look to short. You know, I would definitely just keep on playing this as if we're trading within a confined range area. This is obviously right in this 54K level, seems to be, just based on the last, since the middle of April, the highest volume area, the point of control of this kind of range right here, where we're trading in between the low and the high. And I don't see any reason to expect a break up or a break down until we can either get above this or below. I was saying below 54K, but now I have to say below 53K, just based on how the price is trading. And if we lose 53K, you know, I would be very careful at the 51.6. Like if you're gonna short this area here, you know, be careful, because there's a very good chance that we will get a bounce right on along this area right here. But I'm currently long on Bitcoin. It's I'm long because I saw that we were getting the bounce. We were getting the bounce off of here, and I went long yesterday. So let's see here. Let me just see here. Yeah, it's interesting too. Right here at this $53,000 level, we also do see a spike in volume right here as well. So yeah, this is a nice support that we can just draw with our eye, as well as looking to volume. And if we just go back in time, it's interesting to see that this level is also respected right here as support, right here is support, right here is resistance, right here technically as support as well. But yes, as they say, you know, if we're confined in a range like this, then just trade it, you know, long the supports, short the resistances until we break out of there, and we can use Market Cipher to kind of show us when we're actually going to be able to break through the resistance, or if we're going to reject off the resistance. Right now, obviously, the long I'm in for Bitcoin, I do have my targets set, you know, firstly up here. Of course, I'm taking profit out along the way. But if we do come up above this $59,000 level, of course, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just entertainment. Remember, I am a guy on the YouTube. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just me looking at the charts, giving you my opinion. And if by any chance anybody does mistake this for financial advice, you know, not only will you lose all your Bitcoin, but you will lose all your Ethereum, you will lose all your XRP, you will lose all your Bitcoin, you will lose all your fiat currency, your house and your car will be repoed by the government banks system. Your girlfriend's going to dump you. Your best friend is going to get into a fight with you and never talk to you again. You're going to drop your iPhone on the tile floor and the screen is going to crack, and you're going to use it anyway, but slowly those pieces of glass will fall out of the screen. You're going to cut your thumb when you're trying to scroll through Instagram. All because you thought this was financial advice, you know? All because you thought that. Yeah, so remember, this ain't no financial advice, y'all. This ain't no financial advice. That's true. All those bad things will happen to you, but you will be able to write the best country song that ever existed. You know? You know? All right. That's where I'm at with Bitcoin, guys. Not too exciting. But, I mean, hey, it's not exciting, but it's still good to trade, right? You can still make the good gains trading the Bitcoin. Let's take a look at XRP. Let's open up our XRP chart right here. This is my XRP chart, guys. These are my take profit levels. As you can see, XRP has just broken above, at least on the daily time frame. Let me put on some good old Market Cipher for us, guys. Market Cipher DBSI. Make sure to star it here. Let me come to my favorites. Now I've got it here. Let's put on some Market Cipher B. Look at this on the daily time frame, guys. We are about to get something like this. We came up, we got the red dot, we're about to get this, okay? We're about to get that tight green dot, that continuation pattern that is going to send us to Elon Musk's space station that orbits around the moon. And yes, it's quite significant. It is quite significant. Oh, also, guys, remember, FOMO into the like button, because if we can get this video up to 3,000 likes during the live stream, I will give away 0.1 Bitcoin. Oh, man. That's never going to happen, by the way. We only have 500 people in here. Everybody is in other people's live streams. But yes, so these are my XRP targets. These are my XRP targets, and they're really just based on hand-drawn support and resistance levels, as well as Fibonacci levels, as well as volume levels. And as you can see, we're currently breaking up above this on the daily time frame, this resistance, and we're getting very, very strong momentum moving upwards. If we go down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we're in the middle of this nice green wave that the VWAP is pointed upward, very much so. Very much upward pointed WAP. And it has a lot of space to go. Go to the 5-hour. Look at this. Look at this VWAP on the 5-hour. And look at on the 5-hour how we got this money flow crossover here. Where for a while there we were in the red, but then we got back into the blue. The 6-hour, very tight, nice trigger wave here. And on the 6-hour, we can see this very clear direction on Market Cipher, where we printed this bottom while the money flow is in the red. We see the very clear direction of the money flow crossing over. We got to cool off a little bit after the money flow crossed, and now we have this nice tight trigger wave to send us again to the space station that Elon Musk has built around the moon as his Tesla car is orbiting the Earth right now. Because they never brought that thing down, I don't think, right? They never brought it down. You guys remember that? You guys remember when Elon Musk sent a Tesla into space? Allegedly. Allegedly. I always have to say that, right? The 8-hour. The 8-hour is looking super nice, guys. We have this nice trigger wave on the 8-hour. It's looking like this money flow is going to cross back up on the 8-hour. We can see it crossing up on the lower time frames. We get to the daily. It looks like we're really about to print this tight wave here. I'm extremely bullish overall on XRP. And of course, assuming that the uptrend continues, guys, because remember, the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. And because we're in an uptrend, we go up and then we retrace. And then we go up and then we retrace. And then we go up and then we retrace. So if this truly is a retracement, what we would do is we would take out our fib. We would just pull it out, and we would go from the swing low to the swing high. Notice this, guys. Notice where we bounce off of. We bounce off of the 618. We bounce off perfectly the 618, a very significant region. And then how would we set some targets here? Well, one way we can do it is we can take another fib retracement tool from the swing high to the exact bounce off the 618. And we can see that potentially these are some areas that we can be looking at, right? And, absolutely would not surprise me at all if we do see the Ripple come up to $2.25. Wouldn't that be amazing? $2.25. You could go to the supermarket and you could buy 5 things. No, I'm sorry. You could buy 9 things from the quarter machine. 9 things with one Ripple. With one Ripple. Right? The thumbnail of this video. This thing right here. This Ripple coin. We could go to the supermarket or any restaurant, the local pizzeria, and we could go up to that peanut M&M machine and we could get 9 servings of peanut M&Ms. My absolute favorite. I love them. So yeah, this is very bullish on XRP, and I'm glad that I got myself into it because I missed out on this last pump. I totally missed out. I was not paying attention to the Ripple ever since back here in November. I was all about longing the Ripple back here in November. And you know what's so crazy, guys? Do you want to know what is so crazy? Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway because I'm the guy with the microphone. I remember when this pump happened. I remember because it was a Shabbat, it was a Saturday, and I don't trade on Saturdays, and I was waiting for the Ripple pump. I was waiting for it because I saw the bullish signs on Market Cipher. I should have gotten in earlier. I did not. Then all of a sudden, Ripple's pumping. I can't trade. I'm trying to focus on the Lord on Shabbat. I can't stop thinking about Ripple. I'm like, Lord, have mercy on me. Help me not to focus on cryptocurrency. But I remember how massive this pump looked back in November. It looked insanely massive. In fact, during this pump, I had one of my biggest trades ever to date. I traded the XRP Bitcoin pair. because the next day I got into this pump, and the XRP Bitcoin pair was insane. It was insane at that time. But I remember this pump looking so massive, but now in hindsight, it looks so puny. It just looks so puny compared to how it looked at the time, where these candles, these blue candles, looked like they were never going to end. I just couldn't believe it. But anyway, after all this, when all the lawsuit stuff started happening, I ended up losing money in this dump here, and I'm like, all right, forget you, Ripple, forget you. And then the news, the buy the rumor, sell the news thing happened here. I got in on this, and then I said, I'm never touching Ripple again. Well, here I am, Ripple, crawling back on my hands and knees. Take me back, Ripple. Take me back, even though you're friends with the bank. Even though you're not a real cryptocurrency. Yeah, I'll trade you. I will trade you. Yeah, because I'm not in crypto for the technology, guys. I'm in it just for the money. Absolutely, 100%. I don't care about the technology. I hate technology. Honestly, I hate it. It's a necessary evil in my life. I'm just a farm boy. I'm a tractor trader. I'm literally a tractor trader. I'm out there on my tractor. I've got the laptop in the bed of the truck. I've got my phone in my hand while I'm driving the tractor, not looking where I'm going. That's how I roll, Okay, First Coast Crypto says Bitcoin is breaking out. Bitcoin is breaking out. Someone asks, can I put in buy orders prior to a Saturday? Oh yeah, absolutely. I can do that. I just I have 1 day a week on the Shabbat, on the Lord's Day. I want to dedicate that to him because he's given me everything I have. The least I can do is give him 1 day a week. And not only that, it is good for the nefesh, right? It's good for the soul. It's good for the soul to reorient yourself. Because it's so easy to get wrapped up in all this stuff during the week. And you forget who you are. And where you are. Yes, so Bitcoin is pumping right now. Which is nice to see. Very nice to see. The Bitcoin trade is up higher than the Ethereum trade. Wow, this is a rare thing these days. It's a rare thing these days. People are asking if I'm Jewish or Christian. Maybe both. Maybe both. Depends on how you look at it, guys. Depends on how you look at it. Al, is it too late to jump into this trade? Shalom, Brian C. Smith 11. Here's the thing. When you ask, is it too late to jump into the trade? It's like I'm a big fan of finding good entries because right now, at least the way I see it, I suppose. Let's turn on the volume indicator again. Let's try and find some levels. We need to find levels to enter a trade. We need to find levels to enter a trade. And right now, I would say that just based on the volume here, we're going to be coming up to a resistance area, maybe around here, this 56.8K, simply because we have a lot of volume there, and we can see historically that level is respected as a support and a resistance, right? And so when I'm looking to enter a trade, I want to make sure I'm entering a trade on a line of support or resistance so that I have an objectively good entry. Because here's why. If we go long here and we set our take profits at 59K, the only responsible place to put our stop loss is under the last swing low. Okay? I guess we could put it underneath the 54K support here, which is a very strong support, right? It's the point of control of this volume range. It's a strong support. But even still, we'd have to risk 3.13% in order to gain 4.91%. To me, that's too high of a risk to reward ratio. I like to find entries where I can risk very, very little, like here, right? Where I'm entering right at the support, where I'm able to risk, if I put my whole entire account on this trade, with 1x leverage. I'm risking less than 1%. I could use 5x leverage and still be risking less than 5% of my account, which is very important. Okay, and if we're just entering trades in the middle of nowhere, then it's risky, man. It's more risky because we don't know what's going to happen. It's never good to enter on a long blue candle. Litecoin, hold or sell, Noah timer. Noah, if I were you, my good friend Noah, I would hold my Litecoin. I want to talk about Litecoin later. Shout out to Aaron Pohl, who loves fibs but doesn't have one. I see what you did there. Okay. Cam says, shout out to the 55 and 424 strategies for finally banking me some gains on Ethereum and Bitcoin, both explained in the course. Shout out to Cam. Yeah, guys, if you guys want to learn TA, if you want to learn some nice trading strategies, check out the course. Like, obviously, I'm chilling it. It's my own course. I mean, if you've never taken a trading course and you're trying to trade, I recommend you take a course. Does not have to be mine, because honestly, everything I'm showing you here, every single other trading course is going to show you. I'm serious. Every single other one. The only reason I even know about this stuff is because I took courses, right? And I studied, I put in the time, I have the experience, but it's not, unique to me. The thing that is unique to me, I would say, is these two things. Number one, I go over how to use Market Cipher, right? I don't think there's any other course out there that goes so much into depth on how to use Market Cipher as I do. And at least how I use Market Cipher, right? I'm not CryptoFace, so I don't know how everyone uses it, but this is how I use it. And then I actually give you strategies that I use that have been back tested, that you can back test, that work, so that you can enter trades while you're still learning. I have these algorithmic strategies where you can look for things on the charts, A, B, C, D, to enter the trade. And then obviously the goal of this course is to teach you how to create your own strategy that you can back test, that you can have confidence in, so that you don't have to come into a chat and say, hey, is it too late to enter this trade? You can know for yourself. And it's nice, right? We go over tons of stuff in here. There's a whole bunch of sessions in here. I don't know how to count, so I don't know how many there are. But each one is about an hour and a half long. I'm actually coming in here, guys, and redoing some of these videos. Like yesterday, I redid the Fibonacci video. So these videos are going to be higher quality. And I know there was some lag in some of these other live stream recordings that I had in here. So, yeah, the quality's going up. I'm adding more material as we go. I'm actually adding more videos, bonus sessions to this course as well, because I want people to have all the information. I'm like the mainstream news media. I give people all the information. I don't leave anything out, and I don't twist anything to fit my own agenda. Guys, make sure to FOMO into the like button of this video, because the Jason Casper like button is trading on Bybit. As you can see, the JCLB to USD pair, you can trade it with up to 100x leverage. And like I say, if this stream can get up to 3,000 likes while it's live, I will give away 0.1 BTC on this stream. It's crazy. Crazy. As we can see, we are just parabolic. There's no bottom in sight. No retracements. The fib won't work on this one, guys. The fib won't work on this one. Okay. Shout out to Premier Crypto, who likes the course. Okay, let's look at Binance token, because Stein2G wants to look at BNB. All right, so as many of you guys know, I am all about the Binance token. Let me see if I can find my Binance token chart. I can't. Here, hang on, guys. It's over here. Oh wait, I want to save this. Hang on, I want to save this. Because I am currently heavily invested in the Binance token, because I think it's good. Shout out to Jordan, who saw my course advertised on Fox News. Yeah, I'm dealing with the big dogs now, guys. I'm dealing with the big dogs now. Hey, check it out, guys. Polkadot. Before we get into Binance, Polkadot. Did Polkadot hit my first take profit? Polkadot is about to hit my first take profit. which is pretty nice, guys. It's pretty nice. In the Discord, I had posted, where did I post this? Polkadot, right here. That was XRP. That was Ball. Here we go. Polkadot. Yes. A longer term trade, loaded up on some Polkadot. My first take profit was right here at 39.732. Shout out to anybody who lives in New Jersey with the area code 732. And yeah, so why did I enter? We formed a double bottom here. We formed a strong support right here. We got the money flow crossover on the 4 hour. We just need to cool off a little bit, print a nice tight trigger wave, and we would be off again to Elon Musk, who shot his rocket up around the globe, Earth. And it looks like, guys, we are really about to hit this first take profit right here. And I'm extremely bullish on the Polkadot as well, guys. I am extremely bullish on the Polkadot. I want to get into Binance Coin, but I feel the necessity to talk about Polkadot. First of all, the trend is your friend until the end. We are in an uptrend. We have had a retracement, and we have formed a double bottom. And so now these are the targets. These are the fib targets that we can shoot for. Right? These are the fib targets that we can shoot for. Obviously, the next one after this is up here at 42.9, and then the all-time highs at the 786 extension, 47.28. And when we're looking here at the daily time frame, we can see that we have this VWAP, which is just got to bounce off the zero line, is starting to point upwards again. I think we have a lot of potential here. We have a lot of potential here. Look at this low wave on the daily time frame. The last time we had a wave this low on the daily time frame was all the way back in October 2020. And if we go back to October 2020, we can see that this was the beginning of our massive move to the upside. We have not had a wave come this low since then. You could say that, this one got kind of close, and look at what happened after that. So, Polkadot, I'm just super bullish on in general. And, if you're looking to get into this Polkadot now and you have not yet, as we approach take profit 1 here, wait for us to do something like this. Wait for us to come up and retest the fib level and then long the support. Or, well, yeah, that's kind of what I like to do. But if you're just using Market Cipher, right? If you're just using Market Cipher to look for an entry, then you're going to wait for one of these red dots. I like the 4-hour time frame. These red dots on the 4-hour time frame. Wait for one of these to start to print, and then use lower time frames to kind of see when momentum starting to bottom out, and you can load up on your position there. But are we actually going to hit the take profit live? I don't know. Perhaps. Come on, Polkadot. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, we need to. Wow. Did we do it? We might have done it, but look at this, guys. Look, like these fib levels, they are respected, right? Even though it's just a tiny little wick right now. Like we're going to get some kind of reaction at these fib levels, right? Look at that. Look, we wick right up to it, and now we're getting the rejection. Why? It's because these levels are legit, y'all. Fib levels don't lie. The fib don't lie. The fib don't lie. Okay, here we are in the Bitcoin, and guys, another thing that you could do, and you're not going to be able to get into trades every day, but if you just go to the 4-hour time frame and you wait for a momentum wave that prints below the zero line for Bitcoin, you're probably going to be able to get in a good trade. Like, just saying, like, just go back, Market Cipher. If you don't have Market Cipher yet, you can click the link in the description of the video. CryptoFace hooked it up with a 5% discount if you use my link. I mean, honestly, there are certain things that you can do with Market Cipher that just make trading so easy if you're not trying to scalp this thing up and down like a guitar fretboard. if you're not trying to sweep pick and do two-hand tapping, arpeggios, string skipping, and you're just sticking to normal old power chords, right? Normal old Green Day guitar riffs, there are some really easy things you can do. Just, when you see something like this, you can, expect that most of the time you'll be able to get something out of that, right? Not all the time, guys, not all the time, but most of the time. And so if you're totally new to this, take it slow, find those easy things that you can do to make sure you're going to win the trades, and then learn TA in the meantime. All right, so Binance. Here's the BNB. These are my targets here, I'm pretty sure. And my next one is around 670, I think. Let me come into the Discord here just to see my actual trade. And guys, this Discord where I do post these trades, in order to access this, you have to become a Patreon at patreon.com/Jason Casper. And again, none of this is financial advice, guys. This is simply just my opinion. But yes, this is the Binance Coin trade that I entered here. So my take profit 2 is set at $670. Let's go back to the chart here. And okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, we recently did just print this green trigger wave nice and tight on the zero line, which in my mind is extremely bullish. If we go to the 2-day time frame, we're printing a red dot. Not my favorite thing in the world to see. However, it's important to notice that we got a rejection off of these are fib extension levels, by the way, guys. These are fib extension levels, so we got a rejection off of, this level up here at the 670, which is the second take profit. We come all the way back down to this, almost to this fib level, and now we're kind of heading back up. So if we go to like the 12-hour, we can do something like this, where we could take just a regular fib. Where's my regular fib? I don't want the fancy fib, just the regular fib from the swing low. Do I want to take it from that low? Let's take it from this low here to this high. See if we see anything. I don't see anything there. Let's take it from this low to this high. Interesting. Okay, so if we take it from that swing low, that high, we get a retracement of about 50% of that initial move up, getting a nice bounce for basically a whole day. We're bouncing off of here, unable to wick down below that level. And assuming that the uptrend continues, we're going to now come up and print a higher high. That's just how it's going to work, right? We come up, we get the retracement, higher high. So overall, I'm still super bullish. The 12-hour looks like it's about to print a green momentum wave right here. And what I'm assuming will happen with Binance Coin, because of all the hype, because of everything that's going on with the Binance Smart Chain, we're going to see something here similar to what we saw with Ethereum recently, where Ethereum has been basically printing green and red dots, and not even really. The red dots have not been affecting Ethereum too much. At the most, we just get a retracement back down to a fib level. So with Binance Coin, it looks like the retracement is over, right? The retracement is already over. It looks like we're heading back up. And so, for me, I am just going to, well, I'm already in it, but if you're not, what you can do is look at these levels, and I'll show you how I get these levels. Let's see how we get these levels. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a fib trend-based extension right here. Trend-based fib extension. We're going to take it from the swing low to the swing high, and then drop it down to the swing low of a place in this trend, right? And we can see that we get some targets, right? We can see that we get some targets. What this is doing is this is measuring retracements in the uptrend and extrapolating where we can expect price to go. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this retracement in the uptrend and extrapolating where things are eventually going to go. That's how the trend-based SIP extension works. If you want to know more about it, check out the course. We go into it in extreme detail. And so, you know, that's why I have these levels marked out as my take profit levels. But yes, I mean, overall, I'm super bullish on Binance Coin. Just based on, honestly, a lot of it is fundamentals. But just technicals in general, it's very bullish. It's very bullish. You know, we're consistently printing the higher highs, and wow, you could even say, like, I mean, yeah, you could even say that. Yeah, this is very bullish. This is very bullish to me. I don't want to. All right, people are saying Ethereum is breaking down. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Victor E-Gold, I don't really know much about it simply because I don't do TA on it often, so. All right, let's go back to Ethereum on the 1 hour. And let's see, are we breaking out of that diamond pattern? Are we breaking down from the diamond? It's possible. It's possible. And if we are, you know, go back and watch the beginning of the stream, guys, because I talked about my target. If we do break down out of that diamond pattern, which it kind of looks like we potentially may be. It's kind of hard to tell with the diamonds, guys. It's hard to tell with the diamonds, but I will say this. We are getting the well, it's hard to say, right? Because technically we may not be breaking out, right? We may not be breaking down. We may not be. But if we do break down, you know, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, these fib levels are areas where I'd be looking to get back in. If we go to the 2-day, if we go to the 1 day, we can see, yeah, like we're printing the red dot on the daily, which typically will lead to some kind of retracement, right? Usually back down to one of these fib levels. So if ETH is breaking down, then yeah, set your sights on these fib levels here. Let me check the trades here. Yeah, my Ethereum trade, it's dropping down, guys. Dropping down. I potentially may lose everything I own. XRP dropping down. Everything's kind of dropping together. It's a good thing I've already taken a lot of money out of these trades. Excuse me, I'm sorry for the yawn. Yeah, take profit on the way up, guys, because you can't go broke taking profits. You cannot go broke taking profits. That is just something that I really live by. Bill Hyde, the DIY guy, Bitcoin is trading on an upward channel. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the farm. If you don't, oof, sorry, Oscar, to hear that, bro. If you don't take profits on the way up, then yes, you can lose the farm. Have I talked about the possible head and shoulders? William H. asks on the Bitcoin 1 hour chart, potentially leading back to a 51K test. No, I have not talked about that yet, my brother. If you would like, I could talk about it. See, whoever asked, is it too late to get into the Bitcoin trade? You know, now we're coming down. So it's like you got to wait until we get to a good place before you enter a trade. So let me remove this line here. Or I'll keep it here just for my own personal. Oh, whoa. What in the world happened here? Seriously, what happened here? Did I, Oh, well, here we are. Well, here we are. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep that line there. So, okay, that was weird, guys. That was weird. Did I have the line there, or did I have the line up here? I think I had the line up here. I'm going to keep it there at that high volume node. Let's take a look at the 1 hour for the Bitcoin. Possible head and shoulders forming with the target at 51K. Well, keep in mind, okay? Keep in mind, did I say the phrase keep in mind yet? Here's what we need to keep in mind, guys. Right now, if we're just looking kind of at this this price action here, hang on. Let me get to the daily time frame. Sorry, y'all. Right now, if we're looking at the most recent price action on the daily time frame, right, the low of this this volume area, right, this general area is 51K. 51K is also a daily level of support and resistance. And really, if we lose 54K, my next target was 51K, just like how if we come above 59K, the next target for me is 61.1. So there's absolutely no there's no reason to think that we won't hit 51K. I mean, honestly, that's and if we do, that's actually a really good long position if Market Cipher is telling us that we're getting that upward momentum. And if you guys can't tell, I had a lot of coffee today. I'm caffeinated. But yeah, you know, something like this. And then, you know, depending on where you put that neckline, probably right here. Is this the head and shoulders that we're talking about? Which would take us down to about, wow, that would take us down lower than 51K. That would take us down to 47, back down to that low again, which could very well happen. In fact, I am not keeping it out of my mind that we are going to, because ever since we started to dump, ever since we started to dump, I was expecting us to do this and come up. I was expecting us to come up a little bit higher, but then I was expecting us to come back down to maybe like the $43,000 region. Like, honestly, like I was expecting this kind of consolidation before a massive move to the upside. A massive move. Massive to the upside. Because what it would do is just taking a step back and trying to use reverse whale market psychology here. Everybody was super bearish as we were coming down here, expecting us to come down to 43K, myself included. The 43K was a very significant level, a 618 Fibonacci level, an area of support, big time. So I was expecting us to come down lower. I was shorting. In fact, during a VIP Patreon live stream, we all shorted together this massive drop, which was then overshadowed by a much more massive pump. And so it took a lot of people by surprise, right? Everyone's shorting, all of a sudden, boom, right? And then, you know, now that everyone was longing and getting super bullish up at 59K, get the drop. And it wouldn't surprise me if we just keep on coming down. Keep on coming down where everybody loses hope. The YouTube videos come out. The bull market is over. And then all of a sudden, kapow, kablam, like all the way up Elon Musk again with his tweets. Shout out to Aaron Pohl for the super chat, who says, "You are hilarious, laughing face with tears. Can you make Fib Fun shirts or mugs? My favorite morning person." I do want to make some merch, but you know what? I don't know. I'm not that kind of guy. Like, maybe I will. Maybe if someone designs it for me. But the thing is, I don't know. I don't know if I have the time. I honestly don't know if I have the time. But I'm not opposed. Do I see a level? Dirty Bay 80. Do I see a level? Victor, I don't trade Bitcoin down on Binance. I don't. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Level at 47, 47.5. Yeah, I do. There's a high volume area right here at around 47.7. And honestly, you know, if we're just going on the daily time frame and we're looking at levels of support and resistance, you know, I would put a daily level right here at 47,185. And then there's a high volume area right kind of above that at 47.7. So I would say this is a zone of support and resistance big time. I mean, we wicked down to here twice. We wicked down to here again back in March. Back in the end of February, we actually came down and wicked right down there perfectly for 3 days in a row and found our support there. Then it became resistance for 3 days in a row, support again. All the way back in the beginning of February, it was resistance. So yeah, I would put levels there. I would put levels there. When we're drawing our support and resistance levels, y'all, it's important to mark out the most significant time frames on the most significant levels on the highest time frames first, and kind of zoom out and kind of say, okay, what is generally happening here? Because we could say that and we can use the volume indicator to help us, but most of the price action is happening in this general area since February, right? So obviously our most significant resistances are the ones that are tested the most times. The most significant supports are those that are tested the most times, the ones that are holding the majority of the price action. But if we're looking for entries, if we're looking for bounces, by all means, mark out other levels that you see and look for trade entries there, because if you find a level and price comes down to it and Market Cipher is giving you confluence, then you have an objectively good entry. And objectively good entries will allow you to keep your losses small and your wins big. Your losses small and your wins big. Shout out to the Huang Wen, who says, ready your long on Ethereum, boys. Shout out to Alfredo Corona. Thanks for being here, brother. Yes, shout out to Piloto Crypto, who uses 3 commas to take profits using Smart Trade. I think it's a great platform. Elliott exclusive. I do not use anything higher than 10x leverage. However, when I'm making tutorial videos on exchanges, I always use 100x leverage in the tutorial video. It's just the thing I do. I made a MARGEX tutorial video, and I think I had a trade on there with 60x and then 100x. Yeah, that trade got liquidated, guys. It got liquidated. You know what? When I made the MARGEX tutorial video, let me see if I can find it in my YouTube channel. I've been trading on MARGEX, honestly, lately, guys. It's an interesting platform. I like how you can have multiple trades open at the same time, which is nice. But let's see here. When did I make that video? Back here. I opened up a long, I think, or sure, I forget, but I was using 100x leverage. It was in the negative, I think. I don't remember how it happened, but I know that it was in the positive, and I was up quite a bit. And then all of a sudden, I did a live stream right after that. Right after I did this tutorial, I did a live stream, and during this live stream, I got liquidated because I wasn't paying attention. That's okay, though. That's okay. It's the price you got to pay for being a YouTuber is liquidation. Okay, so Litecoin. Guys, I want to talk about Litecoin. Litecoin is doing phenomenally, and as many of you know, I'm super bullish on Litecoin. I want to talk about the Litecoin-Bitcoin pair. The Litecoin-Bitcoin pair, let me just check in on this Ethereum to see if we're breaking down out of this diamond. It looks like we have a lot of downward momentum. As we are coming to the trend line, we are getting the red dot on a Market Cipher. So yeah, I'll have to wait and see what happens. It would be very interesting if we come down and test this level, get ready to see what Market Cipher is telling us. If we come down even further, this would be a pristine long right here from 29.26. Shout out to Mohammed Lokla, who says, hey, Jason Casper, nice to hear you, bud. Have been watching you since months. I'm finally in the VPI DC. Oh, nice, man. Appreciate your work. Also took XRP trade with you. Shout out to Mohammed, who took the XRP trade with me. Hope you didn't get stopped out on that first time, man. I hope you made your losses back with these gains we've been making the second time. Premier Crypto. I don't know, man. You think I should keep? You think I should keep it up with that story? Okay, let's take a look at Litecoin. Wow, Litecoin right now coming back to test a fib level. Let me. We're printing a red dot on the hourly, so I don't know if it's the best time to look for a long entry. But man, maybe it. Let me come down to the 3 hour time frame here. The 3 minute, I mean, very interesting. Let me come down to the 1 minute time frame. We do have a bullish divergence on the 1 minute time frame right here for Litecoin USD pair. It looks like it's printing right here where we've gotten this bottom, and we're about to print a higher momentum wave, and also the price is coming down to a level, to a Fibonacci extension level. Very interesting. This would be honestly like if for a very low risk long, you could say if we come back up above this level, you could just do something like this. Not financial advice, just saying objectively this is a good entry. We do have the bullish divergence forming on the 1 minute, so obviously it's a high. It would be very high risk because we don't have much confirmation here, but I am not entering this trade, y'all. Just so you know, I'm just thinking out loud here because we're coming to the fib level. This fib level, I would like to see, I would like to wait and see what happens as we consolidate here. Remember, the 1 hour is giving us that red dot, but it would be really nice to see if we come down and get a retest. Shout out to Premier Crypto for the super chat. Yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, objectively, this is a good entry. Objectively, it is. And then, of course, the way I trade is I will look for an entry here, and if we lose that, no worries. I just go back. I go down to the next level. And the thing about this is what I mean about finding a good entry is what makes it so important. Because let's say that you do enter Litecoin here and you get stopped out. So you get stopped out with a 0.87% loss. Not that big of a deal. You wait until we come down to the next good entry down here, and then you simply just take that same trade setup and move it down, and you keep the risk just as small, but now your reward is even bigger. But it looks like, right now, these fib levels, they are expected, guys. I mean, they are respected is what I mean. Because look, even we're getting a bounce off of it, regardless of whether or not this is a real bounce. We're getting a bounce off this level, right? These are respected. I want to take a look at as many of you know, I am long on Litecoin. Like I'm accumulating, like I'm trading on spot for the USDT pair, because really I'm not really a Litecoin fanatic here. However, I'm trading it actively, and but I want to look at the Litecoin Bitcoin pair, because I think, believe it or not, the Litecoin Bitcoin pair is actually starting to make some headway. I feel not on the 1 minute time frame, but if we go to the daily time frame, look at this, guys. Litecoin within the past few days has really been performing very well compared to Bitcoin, and so I'm actually really starting to look into this pair. It's interesting because we have this very strong support right here that we formed just drawing by eye, right? Just drawing by eye. We have this very strong support that we have broken out of it. It was resistance. It was support back here in March, and then it was resistance, the old March, right? The beer bug dump, and then it was resistance all this entire bull run. It was resistance. We finally broken out, and so to me, this is very bullish to trade now the Litecoin Bitcoin pair on Binance, because we have a lot of upward potential here, a lot of upward potential. If we just test the all-time high for this pair, that's 200%. We can get 200% more Bitcoin than what we started with, So I am honestly, guys. I'm starting to move my Bitcoin into the alts, moving the Bitcoin into the Ethereum, moving the Bitcoin into the Litecoin. Obviously, with the goal to get more Bitcoin. But here's one thing that we need to keep in mind, guys. I would like to see a retest. I don't know if we're going to get it of this support, but honestly, to be totally real, I'm much looser with the way I trade the altcoin Bitcoin pairs. I've already taken, when I saw that we broke this resistance, I already took some of my Bitcoin and turned it into Litecoin because we have the money flow cross on the daily. That's very significant. We're starting to print things high above that zero line, and so I've already kind of gotten into this pair. I think there's a lot of upward potential for it, and if the bull market continues, I do believe now we're starting to enter into a season where the alts are going to outperform Bitcoin. Right, the Bitcoin dominance is down, and we're heading into that season. So in order for me to get more Bitcoins, I'm going to start planting Litecoin. All right, guys. I wanted to talk about the new indicator that Market Cipher has, but I honestly don't have time today. I don't have time today, and I apologize for that. I wanted to talk about it, but I'll have to talk about it later. Yeah, I would say that we're breaking down out of this diamond for sure, So y'all probably open up an Ethereum short, honestly. Yeah, on my other account for sure. But guys, this would be a good entry to short, right? Because we have a very small risk to reward ratio, and if it gets stopped out, no worries. And I'm already long on Ethereum anyway, so no worries. Guys, I'm gonna have to cut this stream, but I pray that the Lord would bless you in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel, and receive this blessing in the Hebrew language: Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha, v'yasemcha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, which means may the Lord bless you and protect you, and may he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you, and may he lift up his countenance upon you and give you shalom in the name of Yeshua, the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. All right, peace, y'all. I will see everybody in the next video.